Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Battle of Badr Part 2. Victory comes only by the help of Allah. In achieving this victory, the Muslim lost 14 men, 16 emigrants, and 18 Ansars. 8 Ansars. The Muslim gained a large amount of bounty. The victory of Muslims was due to Allah's grace alone. The Battle of Badr occurs Muslim of all times not to include in due pride in any of their achievements. The Battle of Badr was a great victory for the Muslims. Some of their worst enemies had been killed. The Muslims had proven they could defend themselves, but the war between Mecca and Medina was not over. The Muslim had to fight several more battles against the Quraysh. The victory of Muslims. After the victory, the Prophet stayed at Badr for 3 nights. The Muslim had a won nobility victory. The Prophet ﷺ thanked Allah and said, Allah is the greatest. Praise be to Allah, who fulfilled His promise. He helped His slave, He caused the allied enemy a defeat. This was what happened actually. The Quran says, Allah most surely helped you at Badr when you were utter weak. So fear Allah, you may well be grateful. Burial of dead. It was the practice of the Prophet ﷺ to give the dead a burial whenever he came across one. But on his auction, the number of dead enemies was great. It was rather hard to bury them separately. The Prophet ordered what a corpse of the leader of the Quraysh be thrown into one of the dry wells of Badr. The body of Umayyah bin Khalaf had swelled within its armor. It began to break as they tried to move it. So they left it where it was. He heaped earth and stones upon it. News of the victory in Medina. The news of the victory had already reached Medina before the arrival of Allah's Messenger ﷺ and his companions. The Muslims were delighted. They come out from their houses and welcomed the victory with shout of joy. Only the death of Ruqayya radiallahu anh, daughter of Prophet ﷺ, married their joy. She was sick on the day when Allah's Messenger ﷺ left for Badr. He had therefore asked her husband Uthman bin Affan radiallahu anh, to stay behind to look after her. The captives of Badr. There were differences of opinion as to what should be done with the prisoners taken by the Muslims. Umar bin al-Khattab radiallahu anh was one of the opinion that they should be killed. Abu Bakr radiallahu anh pleaded for forgiveness and a release against ransom. He argued that such an act of mercy might move some of them to realize the truth of Islam. The Prophet ﷺ adopted the course of the action suggested by Abu Bakr. The captives were entrusted in force and force to the Muslims were released against a ransom of 4,000 dirhams each. The very poor were set free without taking anything. The educated among them who could not afford to pay were required to teach a number of illiterate Muslims how to read and write in order to earn their freedom. The release of the captives against the ransom has been made legal by the Quran. The Prophet set them free with various kinds of ransom. Nawaf bin al-Hadar, a cousin of Prophet ﷺ, was a dealer in weapons. He was asked to supply 1,000 spears as his ransom. Two of the captives were treated with harsh. Uqba bin Abi Muqayya was executed for his former ill will to him. The Nadir bin al-Hadar was also executed. He used to claim that his stories were as good as those of the Holy Quran. The rest of the captives were treated with kindly. The Prophet had given strict orders for their fair treatment. The result was that many Muslim soldiers content themselves with date and feed the prisoner in their charge with bread. In some cases, they provide them with clothes. The situation after Badr. The victory of Badr was most inspiring for the Muslims. It made their position considered strong, it cast terror into the hearts of the enemies. Quite a number of people of Medina accepted Islam after the Battle of Badr. The disaster for the Meccans. The defeat at Badr was a serious misfortune for the Meccans. They were so shaken by the news that they hardly believed what they heard. They had lost most of their influence and trained men. Their defeat shocked their person completely. It had a marked effect on Abu Lahab. He was seized by a severe fever. He died a few days later. The Quraysh mourned their dead. For days the women of the Quraysh mourned their dead. They shaved off their heads, they whipped themselves. Only Hind, the wife of Abu Sufyan and the daughter of Utbah, did not cry publicly. I shall not mourn them publicly until I have avenged them. Fat and perfume shall be forbidden.